Okay, so you're basically on this slide where you're talking about strategies. So I already told you about studying and preparation strategy along with test series. Now, next important part of it is ways of solving test papers. Like when it comes to practicing test papers, it doesn't mean you just blindly practice test papers. Your test papers practicing is supposed to have a strategy. You can't just blindly sit and attempt any paper and just for the sake of attempting your papers. It doesn't make sense. Your every test paper attempted should be analyzed. Suppose you are solving full length papers of 125 questions. You need to check wherein you are going wrong. You need to check which subject you are going wrong. And then that subject becomes your plan of action. Your focus is supposed to be those subjects. Your focus is supposed to be to ensuring that you finish those subjects in depth where you have gone wrong. It should not be specific to only that one question. You're actually supposed to do that entire topic in depth and not that just one question where you have gone wrong. So ensure that whatever test series you practice from wherever you practice, you should analyze where you are going wrong. That will play an important phase. Going ahead, yes, mindset is everything. When I say mindset is everything, I don't mean any ways out, but what I mean to say basically is before your GPAT paper, say 10 days prior, don't attempt any new question paper. 10 days prior GPAT paper, don't attempt any practice papers, because whatever scores you will be getting in that practice paper, that will be your last mindset. If you attempt a paper few days prior exam and if you lose a lot of marks in your negatives, your mindset will become negative, thinking that I'm losing a lot of marks in negatives, and you won't attempt more question on the day. You're actually supposed to play smartly. You should know what number of questions you want to attempt, what number of questions you don't want to attempt. An ideal attempt to ensure a GPAT AIR rank 01 would be playing around 90 to 100 questions. You must attempt at least 90 to 100 questions to get in top 10. In that also you need to ensure that at least 80 questions go correct. So number of questions where you can go wrong has a margin hardly of 10 questions. 10 to 20 questions maximum is the margin where you can go wrong. Rest questions you need to ensure that you go right. So make sure that you focus on that way, you focus on those lines. Make sure that whatever test papers you are practicing, you are actually anyhow attempting 90 to 100 questions out of 125. It doesn't make sense if you are attempting just 50 to 60 questions and if you're getting a good score, you're happy. A score of 250 would bring you, based on earlier cutoffs, to a rank of around 50 to 100. A rank of 50 to 100 won't fetch you a good college for GPAT. If you want to get into something like Institute of Chemical Technology, ICT Mumbai, or say IIT BHU, you need to be in top 20, 30 when it comes specifically to choosing pharmaceutics as a field for masters. Again, if you want to be at ICT, if you are aware, there are only 18 seats in ICT for masters, only 1/8. Out of that, I guess around 3 seats are for reserved students, so only 15 seats for open students. So the competition is too tough. If you want ICT for pharmaceutics, you actually need to be in GPAT ऑल इंडिया रैंक टॉप 3 और 4. सिर्फ 4 स्पॉट है अगर आपको आईसीटी में क्लेम करना है अपना स्पॉट तो. All right. So this is a paper solving strategy which I followed during my NIPER, during my GPAT, and which I always advise to everyone, because this gives you an extra additional edge to go with. So what does it deal with? So basically, as I told you, 125 questions is for your GPAT paper for 3 hours, and out of those 125 questions, 35 questions would be such that mostly every one of us might not be knowing it. कभी सुना ही नहीं होगा वो 35 questions के बारे में. So my suggestion to you all is, जिसके बारे में सुना नहीं है उसके साथ खेलो मत. Leave those questions. When you have no idea or no clue about those questions, there is no meaning playing around those questions, because it's just going to make you lose your marks in negative. I repeat, one correct question will give you 4 marks. One question not attempted only will lose your 4 marks. But one question attempted, and if it goes wrong, you will lose 4 plus 1, 5 marks. 1 mark you will be losing for your negative marking. So ensure that if at all you are taking risk, it is a calculated risk. It should not be a blind risk. It is supposed to be a calculated risk wherein that additional risk will fetch you marks. I told you in the initial phase, a rank of 10 to 20 difference can occur with a difference of just 1 mark. So when it comes to GPAT, every single mark counts. I repeat, when it comes to GPAT, every single mark counts. So even we can focus that out of 125 questions, my ideology is to hit correct 90 questions. For being a topper all India rank 01, I need to hit correct 80 questions. But on a safer side, I'm suggesting you target correct 90 attempts. So anyhow, I want to ensure that I attempt at least 90 correct questions. So forget on those 35. Let's focus on the remaining 90 questions. These 35 questions are the unknown question which should not be attempted. So please be careful about that. Coming to the remaining 90 questions. Now these are our questions which we need to hit correct to make it to all India rank 01. Out of this 90 questions, 50 questions would be such that almost every one of us will be able to solve. It won't be that difficult, it won't be that easy. This 50 questions would be including the most easiest question plus a bit of average concept as well. So this 50 questions are the one which is supposed to go correct any day. You can't go wrong at this 50 questions. This 50 questions are your bucket. If you make mistake, you are making a big hole for you to sink down. ये फर्स्ट स्टेप है जो आपको आपके हाथ में लेना है. ये 50 क्वेश्चन अब आपके हाथ से जाने नहीं दे सकते अंडर एनी सिचुएशन. नेक्स्ट कम्स इज remaining 40 questions. Now these 40 questions are such that we are supposed to think whether you are supposed to take the risk or not. These 40 questions would be basically 60-40 situations where there are 60% chances of you going correct and 40% chances of you going wrong, or there are equal situations wherein you will go right or you will go wrong. Accordingly, you are supposed to take that additional risk. And if at all you take this additional risk and if you attempt this 40 questions, and out of this 40 questions 10 questions goes correct, the one in blue, and remaining 30 questions goes wrong, the one in red. For every negative for every wrong answer you are going to lose an additional mark, minus 30. So 30 into minus 1 will lose your minus 30 marks. But when you attempted this 10 questions, that 10 into 4, that additional risk which you took for this 40 questions, this 10 into 4 will fetch you 40 marks. So plus 40 minus 30 will give you additional 10 marks. 10 marks. Any other day, any other student might have not taken risk for this 40 questions, thinking that I'm not sure about them. We usually tend to attempt only questions where we are 1000% sure of we going correct. And most of the students will do that. You actually have to take that additional risk if you want to stand different from others. If you want to be in top 10, obviously your preparation strategy is supposed to differ from others. Your input is supposed to be different from others. The way you solve paper is supposed to be different from others. If you work like every other person of your batch, then सबको ही rank zero माना जाता ना. You have to have that different angle on each question. Your way of analyzing question, your way of playing around questions, your way of solving questions will play an important role. Like if you check this is what in front of you, your GPAT paper should always be solved in 3 rounds. Your first round you will be solving only those questions about which you are sure. If you know there are some options like flagging the question, highlighting the question, wherein you can come back to that question and solve that question in the later phase. There is no need to solve every question at the same time. And GPAT, there is no lack of time. You have a great amount of time when it comes to GPAT. So in your initial phase, out of that 125 questions for 3 hours, in your first 1.5 hour, you need to ensure that you need to get through entire 1 to 125 questions. You should actually go through every question, an overview, an eye on each and every question, so that you make sure that you're able to solve all those questions where you know the answers. What happens usually is the initial questions what we find in GPAT, we find them tough, and the questions are always shuffled. Like what will be question number 1 for me can be question number 125 for you. So what usually can occur as a problem is, suppose you are not sure about the answers in first 10 questions, then you are constantly scratching your head on the same questions. You actually lose your patience, you actually lose your balance, and by the time you reach on the last 25 questions from 101 to 125, wherein you find that you know every answer from this, but the point was by the time you reach those questions the time was through. So you need to ensure that in stage 1 your primary thing is to go through all the questions and attempt those questions wherein you know the answer. About the questions wherein you don't know anything, just highlight that question, use the flagging option, flag the question and attempt it later. It will give you an idea. I'll come back to this on the later phase. This is just a brief overview. I hope you are clear with that additional risk what you're supposed to take over here, because that additional risk will make a great difference. Like here is a difference of 10 marks if you see, but I showed you there a difference of 12 marks actually made a difference of 173 ranks. So ensure that you take that calculated risk. All right, most important, wherein we said that your mindset is everything. First and the biggest problem, most of us think that is GPAT qualification easy. What I've seen with majority of the students, their primary target is that मैं कैसे भी qualify हो जाऊँ. They don't think of ranks. Trust me, 90% of what I have met is always being saying the same thing, that I don't mind what rank I get. but I should qualify. This is what they target. I don't want you all to do the same. I want you to target AIR 01, and trust me, it's very easy. As I told you, you just need to know what is supposed to be done. Now, when it comes to success stories of different GPAT rankers, so from not the greatest ranks in past to the best of ranks in GPAT 2021, this will be your story. This cloud is actually empty for you all. I wish when GPAT 2021 is done, there would be 5 to 6 names in this, wherein we would be actually highlighting that it was never with regards to semester exams, but you practiced a good extent when it came to your entrances. You know what to go about, you know what not to go about. It's equally important to know what is not supposed to be studied rather than just knowing what is supposed to be studied. So be clear on those grounds. Have that fundamental idea. ये पढ़ना है, ये नहीं पढ़ना. Don't work in a blind manner when you will be touching almost every subject and every question and every topic. Don't do that. Anything and everything is possible, and surely it is possible. Just the right direction is important. I know students who have got GPAT All India rank 1020 by a preparation of just 3 months period. But those 3 months was a dedicated preparation and knowing what to do. It doesn't mean that even we wait for the right last moment and then we prepare in last 3 months. No. Since we have a good amount of time, we can do things in detail, and we actually should do in detail rather than just waiting for last 3 months. It's all about perception, meaning that if you target 01, you will yourself put up an effort. That things actually comes up innately. You don't need that push. It has to come out from you that today I'm going to finish this subject. Today I'm going to finish this topic. Most of you have got an advantage. Third year students, you won't be having your industry internships due to coronavirus and COVID-19. So you get that additional 1 month of preparation. तुमने नहीं पढ़ा तो secondary है, कोई ना कोई तो पढ़ेगा. सब लोग चुप नहीं बैठेंगे. So competitors are getting ready for the next stage, while you will be just hanging around with the same situations and just passing this time out thinking that I'll do it from August, I'll do it from September. Don't push that. My suggestion, finish things by October maximum. Make sure that Jan is entirely for revision. December, you should practice entire all papers. And by Jan 20 to 27, where the usual GPAT exams falls, you will be totally ready for it. I hope you capture this. Believe to become, and you will be writing history soon on those lines. Just have that idea and that belief that you can do it. It doesn't matter what went wrong in the past. We all are circumstances of pharmaceutical students wherein we missed our MBBS. 90 to 95% students coming in pharmacy are actually by chance, wherein we didn't get MBBS, so we moved into pharmacy, which is just going to keep us connected to medicine. I myself is an example. I failed in NEET. I mean, I didn't get the good score to make it to MBBS student in a government college. I moved to pharmacy, but I'm happy and I've done things what I wanted. This is the usual problem. We just cling on to where we went wrong. We keep on thinking about those topics. We never think about what is there in our hand. Jo gaya wo gaya, boss. You can't change that. Okay, your semester one rank was bad. Your semester one scores of pharmacy were less. Your competitor scored more than you. It's okay. You still have time. You have 7 months to 8 months. Why not utilize that? If other people can do it in a span of a month or two, come on, you guys have 7 to 8 months from now. You can surely do it. At the last and the most important part, what I've been focusing right from start, we need target all India rank 01. सबके सब आ भी सकते हैं. You never know if you guys come up on the same score. Just put up a right ideology and work on right lines. That's what I wish to say. Just a brief overview about PharmaElite GPAT 2021 test series and webinar packages. So I'll just first talk about GPAT 2021 test series. With regards to GPAT 2021 test series, in total there would be 50 test papers, wherein there would be subject specific question papers, some GK based questions which we are expecting this year, so we'll be focusing on those as well. Some semi full length type question papers, like your full length test usually have 125 questions, so semi full length would have 60 to 65 questions in each paper. So you get ready subject specific, like Cology, as we saw, has a good number of questions, so we need to be ready from each and every possible ground from Cology point of view. Next important focus point work on the semi full length lines, because that will actually give you an upper edge. You will be just halfway down to your full length papers. All the papers are prepared by previous year GPAT and NIPO toppers, so they know what comes up and what doesn't come up, and they actually plan it that way. You can attempt papers as per your convenience, as whatever time you want to attempt, but you need to ensure while you're attempting paper, you're actually done with that topic. Don't attempt question papers only for the sake of attempting. Attempt papers once you are ready with the topic. You can check your ranking and analysis to check how you are changing over the times. Like, there is a strategy to be applied when it comes to solving GPAT papers as well. You should initially follow that you're solving at least 60 to 70 questions out of 125. Then you should push that 70 questions to 90 questions being attempted, wherein even though you lose marks in negative, it's okay. It's okay to lose marks in negative. You have time. The practice what you are doing is actually to go wrong, right? You have time to improvise. Check which subjects you are going wrong, focus on those subjects, improvise on those subjects. So by the time when you come back to your next test, if there is any question from that topic or that subject, you are for sure there to attempt it, and you would be going right as well, since you are aware what was the reason why you went wrong the previous time. So ensure that you practice it that way. You will be getting some precise notes for important topics, but it would be short and very precise, like what is required, only that. Coming to the webinars part of it, like this is for the first time anyone is doing it in India. You get recorded lectures, but you don't get live webinars when it comes to GPAT preparation. So we have planned it this time. We'll be running online live webinars for GPAT. It would be 2 to 3 times a month on weekends. It is 2 to 3 times a month on weekends. It won't be 2 to 3 times on weekends. It would be 2 to 3 times a month on weekends. And yes, there would be one-to-one counseling to each of you for sure. With regards to rankers, and if you want to check feedback of PharmaElite students, you can go onto our website pharmaelite17.com. You can check over there. And if you are planning for any live webinars to be attended for your GPAT preparation, you can get back to us on our contact numbers, details being provided over here. 9870842390 is my own number, and this number is of our team member. You can reach out to this number as well. Just want to highlight a few college students names over here. I guess some students are from different colleges of Mumbai, so I'll just name few students of PharmaElite who were a part of Mumbai's colleges. So we had students from MET, Bandra, so those students are present in Naipur Mohali. So my first target with you all or anyone coming to desk of PharmaElite would be to start precisely with GPAT, but our next focus won't be ending on GPAT. From GPAT, we would be targeting NIPER, because GPAT is not the end goal. I would always like my students to go either at ICT or to go at NIPER Mohali, Hyderabad, or NIPER Ahmedabad. These are the four targets what I have in my mind when it comes to my students. So I precisely want that you end up at the best place. Simple reason being the packages are the highest from NIPER Mohali, ICT, and Bombay College of Pharmacy. Packages is something different. Packages is something secondary. The reason why there are high packages from NIPER, ICT, and Bombay College of Pharmacy is only one: the level of learning what you get, the level of industrial exposure what you get, the level of practical training what you get is totally different when it comes to any other XYZ colleges all over India. You get some same level of exposure at different other private colleges like BITS, Manipal. But the only problem is when you take up colleges like BITS, Manipal, and all, the fees are too high. The fees actually goes almost double or triple of the fees which are at NIPER Mohali. Again, with some placement issues, again with packages not at the same rate, again some additional cost. So if you check in terms of return on investment, you would be getting highest packages when it comes to NIPER compared to other private colleges in India. Again, the placements would be best, as I told you, and most importantly, you will be working more on industry projects. You will be working more on applications which are required in industry rather than just the theory point of view what we usually do for our semesters. Before ending up, I'll just like to brief you about one YouTube channel what PharmaElite is running. So I'll just share that YouTube channel's name, and I'll also display the screen to you, which would basically help you to get an idea that if you want any other idea with regards to GPAT preparation, you can actually log on to this channel as well. Just give me a minute. I am moving to channel. All right. So I guess you all are able to see a YouTube channel wherein Dharmesh Mehta is being written. So what you can do is you can type Dharmesh Mehta GPAT on YouTube and simply go on this YouTube channel. Once you reach out to this YouTube channel, you can go to videos. Now there are different videos being given over here, which includes different certificate courses which PharmaElite is running. I'll brief you about that as well. But the first part of it, what I want to brief is the GPAT videos what are already being uploaded on the channel. So this is one such video which includes the number of questions to be attempted and the risk. And below you can see there are some videos which says GPAT sure type of questions, part 1, part 2, part 3. I suggest you just go through all these videos which are there. These are basically on the fundamentals being observed on the earlier question papers used. If you want important topics with regards to GPAT, these are over here. So these are something 2 years old. So this needs to be updated with new topics supposed to be added and the new blueprint to be followed upon. If you want to know GPAT syllabus and books to refer, there are some specific topics and books to refer being mentioned over here. If you're confused between MPharm, Core MBA, you can refer this video. You can also go to stream selection. Like if you're not clear with whether you want to do masters in pharmacology, pharmacognosy, then you can go to this. With regards to the marks calculation and that risk taking factor of additional 40 questions to be attempted, this video is the first video which actually deals on that topic. You can go through this video to understand that same topic in a depth manner. Other than that, PharmaElite is just not running for GPAT 9 classes. We actually have our own certificate courses on intellectual property rights, pharmacovigilance, clinical research, marketing management, and recently business analyst. So these 5 certificate courses are run by PharmaElite and it is totally online, wherein there would be live webinars as well. The usual costing of the certificate courses is 2,500 per course. 2,500 per course, but due to quarantine offer we have reduced the course cost from 2,500 to 2,000, and in 2,000 instead of one course we are giving you 2 certificate courses. So if you want any detailing about certificate courses, just reach out on those numbers being set to you, which was mentioned over there. I'll go back to that slide. And most importantly, the certificate courses are being supported by industry speakers. So industry speakers would come in and guide to you basically about their experiences on those areas. This was the video I was telling you, GPAT number of questions to be attempted. So you can just watch this video. This was the table I was talking about. I hope you all are able to see this table. So this is basically if you attempt this number of questions and if you go wrong in this number of questions, what would be your score? And if we are targeting something about 250 or more than that, around 300, our attempt should be around 100. What I was saying, in this 100 I've calculated 70 as going wrong. So this is a far more negative factor being taken into account. Not necessary that you will lose 30 questions in negative, but yes, just a tentative figure. So I suggest you just go through this video. You will get an idea about the negative markings and all what usually goes upon. So don't worry, just have an idea on this as well. Coming back to the presentation part of it, what I was discussing with regards to webinars and all, if you have any doubt or if there is anything to be discussed, then you can reach out to us on the numbers which were mentioned over there. I'll just put it up again so you get a brief overview. As I mentioned to you about the YouTube channel, the videos uploaded over there are 2 years old. So yes, those topics needs to be updated, those things needs to be updated, and those things are not being updated on the channel. So if you wish to know anything which goes onto the updated and present scenarios, then just contact us on the numbers being given below and we'll reach out to you and do the needful. So if you have any doubts, we can question in the chat box. I'll keep answering you. All right, so just starting with Those who have missed on to any of the parts due to some connectivity issues or anything, in that case, don't worry. We'll try and share the recording phase of it. I'm not sure, but we'll try and maybe just the important part of it, or else whatever doubt you have, you can just call up. We can discuss one to one. Nextly, PCI syllabus has changed for the present batch. So in that case, you can expect any change in GPAT syllabus. Yes, Abhishek, for sure there would be change in GPAT syllabus based on the PCI syllabus, because now many of you have a common subject entirely, but students who are in present second or third year, you have taken electives wherein you have dropped some subject. Someone has dropped biopharmaceutics, someone has dropped biochem. I'm sorry you dropped it for your semester, but you will actually need it for your entrances. So ensure that you get through it anyhow. With regards to the syllabus part of it, just reach out to our numbers. We'll share every possible thing. And if you want to have previous year GPAT question papers as well, we'll support you with that. We'll email you that. That's not the problem. These are the only few questions which are being mentioned in the chat box. So if you have any other doubt, just ensure that you reach out on the numbers being mentioned below. If you want to see any feedback, you can go onto our websites, our Instagram pages. They'll tell you about the rankers as well. Website will tell you about feedbacks as well. So you will get a clear cut idea. We are basically Pharmylite is running in Mumbai at Thane and Dadar. We were planning of Andheri. We are in the plans, so let's see how things go. If not that, we are surely going to run online webinars. So whichever place you reside in, we'll be there to support you. Rutuj, with regards to pharmacogenomics and NIPER, I won't term it as pharmacogenomics. Rather, I would put it up as biotech in detail. So if you do that things well, don't worry, you can get through it. Arya, with regards to soft copies of the book which are required, don't worry, we can support you. We have the soft copies, so we'll be forwarding you the same. If anyone wants to know anything with regards to fees or any other details, you can reach out to us on the numbers being mentioned below. You can reach out on the number 8692820106. He'll inform you about fees and everything, so don't worry. Yes, Rohit, we have our own classes of Pharmylite since last 3 years. As I mentioned to you, we managed a rank of All India rank 08, who was our classroom student. And at the same time, we have students who have just joined our test series and who were far from us, like who are not our classroom students. So we could mentor them on distance basis as well. Abhishek, alone PCI syllabus won't suffice because there are extra topics to be done any day, anyhow. So with regards to NIPER as well, there are extra topics to be done. With regards to GPAT also, there are extra topics to be done. So you have to do that. All right then. Soft copies of the books we can surely share. Just text us on the numbers which I just displayed a few minutes back. If anyone has missed on, just put it up again so that you can go through those. Yeah, you can just reach out on these numbers and we'll do the needful. Don't worry. If in case you have any other doubts or any other question to be asked, just put it up on these numbers. We'll reach out to you. Thanks a lot for your time. I hope things were worth it. And don't worry, just a simple advice. Work in the right direction. That should take you through. Don't go haphazard. Don't just pick up any book and just get started. Prepare a plan, decide a date, work on the deadlines. Based on deadlines, if you finish things on time, I'm damn sure you will be getting through as well. Most important part is only one thing, knowing what to study, from where to study, how to study, and by when to study. Just answer this what, how, when, why. If you revert with this, things would for sure work out in your zone. And trust me, it doesn't matter what we lost in our 10 standard or plus 1, plus 2, 12 standard or CET or NEET. Those things are not concerned anymore. It's totally up to you what you want to do now and how you want to take things ahead. Have a goal in mind, put a deadline to it, and just work on those lines. Rest things will work out on its own. All the best to all of you. Don't worry. If you have anything to ask, reach out to us anytime. We would be there and we'll keep you posted about whatever would be the new happenings. And if you want us to be supported on any grounds, we'll be there. Don't worry. All the best. Thanks a lot. Thanks to everyone. We can leave by now. Thank you so much.
Thank you.